how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Priscilla and I make YouTube videos about travel, career and lifestyle and anything in between. And today I have come to sort of make like a reaction video of sorts, but not so much, but just to share that so let me get into it anyway. I have my wine here. Yeah, rosé. Anyway, so I have been following a Kenyan YouTuber. She's called ESS, Sharon Mundia. Most of you, I'm sure, know her by now. She's like, people, yeah, she's big in Kenya. I think she's like a pioneer YouTuber among others. Anyway, so she made a video that I have been thinking about making. I was like, you people, she did it. Anyway, she made a video about 32 things she knows for sure. I think she turned 32, and it reminded me of a book by Oprah. Shout out to my girl Console. She hooked me up with this book in 2017. Just after I'd called off my engagement, she gave me a soft copy of What I Know for Sure by Oprah, and I loved it so much that I went and bought a hard copy. And I have a picture on Instagram. It's a book with a glass of wine, and at that time I took that picture. I was having a solo date, the first of many. And I was just like going through it. So it really feels nice to sort of, see someone make a video that is, similar to what I was really been thinking about. So I'll be turning a certain age in September, 33 to be precise, yeah. I'll be turning 33 I'm blessed, I'm honored, and I'm privileged to be alive, to be able to occupy the space I'm occupying in this time, because look at Corona, many people have gone, many people haven't been able to make it, and I have an opportunity to be alive and live my dreams and just enjoy my life and be a blessing to those who I can. So honestly, for me, yeah, I'll be turning 33 this year in September 23rd. So oh my god, so super excited. And I had wanted to do a video of 33 things that I have learned over time. So when Sharon made her own 32, I said, oh my god, this is the time I should. So yeah, so I thought I should react. Such a long intro. Anyway, so I have them here on my phone. There are too many, so I won't go through all of them. I'll do my own version when I turn 33 in September. But I picked out 10 of those that stood out for me, and I just thought I would share. So if I reshare these in September, don't come for me saying this is old content. No, please, it's my channel and I make the rules. Anyway, so the first one is people change and it's okay. It's really very okay. When she said that, it stood out for me because it's something that I've been talking about, something I've been experiencing. And I remember in 2014, I spent a year doing my master's up in South Africa. Then when I went back to Uganda, a few of my friends kept making comments like, oh my god, you've changed, oh my god, you've changed. And in the beginning, I was like, no, I felt like it was a bad thing, So I was like, no, I'm still the same old person, no, I've not changed. But then in hindsight, I should have said, yes, I have, and it's okay, there's nothing wrong about that, And it's also okay to change your mind about certain things that you thought you knew or you thought you felt strongly about in the past. It's really okay to change your mind. And when she said that, I was like, that's very true. I also, I totally agree with her on that. And the second thing, this is just so hilarious. But before I move on from people change, I think also, let me keep this for my other 33 things, so I don't want to preempt that video in how many months. Anyway, the second thing she said was something about that she knows for sure that her SD card will get full while she's filming. That is so true because I've been filming. So today is like my day of bunch content creating. And I've been filming a few videos already. It's a weekend, and usually I do film on a Friday night or Saturday, because if I stay home I just film. And my card has gotten full thrice, so I've had to go and delete some old videos, and look for other cards. So I totally relate on that area. And I think everyone who does YouTube or every content creator, I think, has experienced this, that your card will definitely get full at a point, and you'll probably have to delete other stuff, Guys, this rosé is really nice. Then I think then the third thing that she said was that she knows for sure that addressing the traumas and insecurities, I added my one, insecurities, is very important for her in terms of her parenting. I'm not a mother, I don't have a child, but I totally agree with her when it comes to the issue of addressing insecurities and trauma, because I feel like many of us, and like it's not in a bad way, but you know, like we've gone through stuff, sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously, and they have really affected the way we see life, how we see ourselves. People have said words to us that we have internalized and believed them to be the truth, you know, and so many things happen to us, and sometimes we carry these experiences and we carry them through life, and they sort of define the way we make decisions, the way we relive, who we couple up with, the jobs we take, and they definitely define so much of who we are. And I like the fact that she talked about the fact that she knows that addressing those traumas is very, 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 very important for her. And for me, it is. And I think that's why, as a Christian girl, that's my worldview. It's very important for me to know where my pain points are, the things that cause me pain, and to allow myself to go through that pain, to surrender it to God, and to allow the Word of God to sort of speak into that pain point. You know, pain points, addressing your traumas and insecurities is very, very important. And when Sharon said that, I was like, yes, 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 yes. Then the fourth one she talked about is pleasure is a beautiful thing. You guys, I don't know if this video goes up before another video that I've made, but there's a video I have where I talk about my self-care routine, and when you see through, for me pleasure is very, very important, and pleasure looks different for everyone. Pleasure for someone may be a glass of wine. For me, pleasure sometimes a glass of wine, a glass of rosé, or a glass of champagne, or a glass of orange juice, or whatever, you know. Pleasure can look like just making your face, like doing your, you know, wearing lipstick. So pleasure looks different for everyone. That the 30s have brought with them changes, and she talked about changes in terms of her physical and hormonal and stuff like that. I've been privileged. I've been athletic almost all my life. Like since high school, I used to play basketball. I still am very athletic, like even in my build. I'm like a little boy. So for me, my 30s have come with, I've become curvier in my 30s. Can you imagine? Like, right? I was like, as a straight little boy throughout my 20s. Like I didn't have kabam or like, you know, like, but I feel like as I've grown older in my 30s, I've started to round up really nicely, and I like it. I like it, you know. So for me, the 30s have not brought any physical changes. I don't feel them. I feel like I'm much stronger in terms of my body. My body's at like its really height. But what the 30s have brought with it, that Sharon also mentioned, guys, the hormonal changes during my periods. Hi. Where did this thing come from? Like it's crazy. Sharon talked about how PMS, like she's just super emotional. I can relate totally. Like I find that I break out, like I cry out of small things, make me cry during my periods, you know. And the good thing is now I have mastered that, so I know. But you know, so I think that's why some of you find yourselves texting random exes, random men that you shouldn't be texting, random women in your periods, because there's just such a hormonal thing that happens around that time. And if you're in your 30s, please let me know in the comments if this does happen to you. No pressure, but yeah, for me, I was like, I even talked to my therapist about it. I told her, oh my god, like this is it's different. Like I'm super emotional, I get irritated, and I was like, that's not me. I'm a very sunny character. I'm all about let's keep moving, happy all the time. But in my periods, I have that one day where I'm like, So I have now mastered it, and I always make sure that I buffer myself, you know, because I can't be just breaking down randomly like that, even if, you know, because it's periods. No. We have to change the world. So anyway, so for me the hormones, I totally relate with her. And she talked about something about creating being, for me, like I talked about everyone has a creative side, and it's very important to explore that side, you know. I couldn't agree more. For me, releasing my creativity or releasing my creative energy has been a lifeline, honestly. It's been a lifeline. I live far away from family, far away from friends. Making friends in a new city is never the easiest thing, but I feel like sitting in front of my camera and creating and just making content videos has been so much joy, has brought me so much joy, and has made me feel less far away from home. I don't know if you guys sort of get it, but I feel like, yes, everyone has a creative side and it's very important to explore it, and I'm really enjoying exploring my creative side. I'm doing projects with some of my friends, and like we are always on phone laughing, talking about, oh my god, this will do, like, you know. So it's been such a creative, a lifeline for me. Yeah, so I couldn't agree anymore. I think it's very good for everyone to explore their creativity, however way that looks like. It's not really, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. It could be like, I didn't even know I enjoyed pottery. You know, I love pottery, I love plants. Creativity looks different for everyone, and it's very important to explore that. So yeah, I agree with you, Sharon, on that. Therapy. She's talked about therapy. Yay, yay, yay. Cheers, Sharon. Cheers. If you're watching this, I know you're not, but yeah, if you're watching this, cheers. She talked about therapy, and oh my god, I couldn't agree more. Therapy for me, has been one of the best gifts. So I think I've been in therapy now since September last year. It was my birthday gift to myself. Guys, I know I gift myself so many things. Any excuse to gift myself something, but no, seriously, in September, because I have a friend who, like, you know, I keep telling her she has a gift in terms of, like, you know, therapy and stuff like that. So she was in therapy training. So I sort of have worked with people. I knew about therapy. I've recommended it to clients. I talked about it, but I had never really gone myself, because I think I used to imagine that therapy is for people who, you know, if you have like an illness, or you have like something of concern that you want to talk about. So I never really felt I had anything to talk about, or, you know, so I really didn't explore those options. But in September, I said, look, I've been talking about this. I've recommended people to check out therapy. I should also see what it's all about, you know. So I did enroll into my first therapy session in September of 2020. Yes, 2020. And actually that time it was just a trial. Like, let me go for like 3 sessions, excuse me, and see how it goes. And if I like it, I'll continue. It's been such a good space, such a good space. It has really helped me to just figure out some stuff, you know, and people think that for you to go to therapy, you must be mentally ill, have an illness, or you have to have a problem. But I like that. I agree with Sharon when she said that no, therapy, you don't have to have a problem for you to go to therapy. It's really something. It's a good space. It's a really good space. I know it's a privilege to be able to afford a therapist, because they're not cheap, guys. They are not cheap. So I know that not everyone can afford a therapist, but also we have people in our lives. We have our pastors, we have our friends, we have our mothers, and sometimes they can hold space for you, you know, in terms of if you want to sort of talk about certain traumas and stuff. But therapy, yes, totally agree. It's for me, it's been a blessing. It's really helped me so much in terms of figuring out myself and helping. Like, you know, it's like because like I enjoy talking. And it's like you do all talking in therapy, but it's like you have someone who's like a sounding board. Honestly, I feel like everyone, in fact, I think my next uncle should first go to therapy. Like, we should have like a therapy session together, me and the uncle, before I say yes to his proposals. Anyway, yeah, then the other one that she talked about is celebrating moments, however small they are. Yeah, for me, all my friends know me. Small moment, like I'm such a huge celebrator of small moments, whether it is being featured in a newspaper, getting your dream job, or even as small as, you know, just like whatever, like starting like any small thing. I'm such a huge fan. Like, we pop champagne, let's do brunch, like life for me is a celebration. So I agree with. Then she talked about that her home is a sanctuary and a safe space. That's very true. I agree with her. Like, I feel like my house or my home should be a space where I feel safe to just walk around, to be comfortable, to be myself. And I want also everyone who comes into my space to feel that same energy. So my house has like plants. I feel it with the things that I feel, you know, fill my heart. So yeah, that really stood out for me. And then lastly, she talked about midi dresses. She talked about how she knows for sure that she will only live her life in midi dresses, and I love dresses, guys. I love dresses. I don't even know how I started liking dresses, because I used to be a tomboy. Like, jeans was my thing. I used to wear t-shirts. But as I got older, I don't know, I can't really recall when I started falling in love with dresses, but I know for sure too that I'm a dresses girl. Like, I love a nice dress. Like, I'm wearing a beautiful dress right now. I love dresses. I love dresses, and I like a midi dress. I hate body hugging dresses. I just can't stand them. Like, no way. And so yeah, anyway, so Sharon, shout out to you. That was a very, very nice video. I really enjoyed watching what you know for sure at 32. I really can't wait to make my own video of what I know for sure at 33. You really encouraged and inspired me to make that video. So yeah, guys, watch out for that video on my channel. And yes, I look forward to hearing about in your comments, what do you guys, what has resonated with you in these 10 points that I picked out from Sharon Mundia's video. So, and also I'll link her video below down. If you don't follow her, yeah, go follow her. She's big, so she didn't mention her, but yeah, go follow her. Anyway, thank you for watching. Do subscribe if you did subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. The usual-ish. We try to grow this small community of ours. And yeah, cheers to living life in our 30s. Guys, if you're like 20 something and you're turning 30, do not be scared. The 30s are the ish. But life begins in your 30s. So I'm really happy to see that there's many content creators, many people on the internet who are talking about life in the 30s and demystifying the myths that we have. Because I remember when we were 20, I'm rambling now, but when we were 20, 30 seemed so far. So far. Like, when we are 30, another 30s are here. And I feel like what are we talking about? I feel like life just begins. Anyway, yeah, cheers guys. Bye.